185 ballerinas walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve ballerinas here. Ballerina says, well, don't tiptoe around the subject.
185 ballerinas walk into a bar. The bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve ballerinas here. The ballerina said, you made your point.
185 ballerinas walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve ballerinas. And the ballerinas say, can I please have a drink?
185 ballerinas walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve ballerinas. The ballerinas say, touche.
185 ballerinas walk into a bar. The bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve ballerinas here. The ballerina said, that's too bad.
185 ballerinas walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve ballerinas here. The ballerina says, come on, just swan.
Lumberjack. 185 lumberjacks walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve lumberjacks. And the lumberjack says, wouldn't that be the case?
185 lumberjacks walk into a bar. The bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve lumberjacks here. The lumber said, I'm gonna ask you one more time.
185 lumberjacks walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve lumberjacks here. The bartender says, will we serve my friend, Tim Burr?
185 lumberjacks walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve lumberjacks here. And the lumberjacks say, we'll just leave.
185 lumberjacks walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve lumberjacks here. The lumberjacks say, well, don't bark at me.
185 lumberjacks walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve lumberjacks. And lumberjacks say, well, this is the worst bar I've ever saw.
185 lumberjacks walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve lumberjacks here. The lumberjacks say, I'm a lumberjack and that's okay.
Light bulb changer. 185 light bulb changers walk into a bar. The bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve light bulb changers here. The light bulb changer said, screw you.
185 light bulb changers walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve light bulb changers. The light bulb changer says, what?
185 light bulb changers walk into the bar, and the bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve light bulb changers here. The light bulb changer said, you're not too bright, are you?
185 light bulb changers walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve light bulb changers. And the light bulb changers say, yeah, well, how many bartenders does it take to screw off?
185 light bulb changers walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve light bulb changers here. The light bulb changers think for a while. Bing. I'll be right back.
Musician.
185 musicians walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve musicians here. The musicians say, well, that's a sour note.
185 musicians walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve musicians. The musicians say, your beer's flat anyway.
185 musicians walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve musicians. And the musician said, you were just going to string me along, weren't you? Thank you.
Bricklayer.
185 bricklayers walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve bricklayers. And the bricklayers say, I just wanted to get, you know what the joke's going to be.
185 bricklayers walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve bricklayers here. And the bricklayer says, that's okay, I'm just going to make my own bar. I love it. I like it. Come on, Freddie.
Tattoo artist.
185 tattoo artists walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve tattoo artists here. The tattoo artist says, you're going to remember this for life.
185 tattoo artists walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve tattoo artists here. The tattoo artist says, you want a Kermit the Frog? Yeah, we'll get you a Kermit the Frog.
Ramp agent.
185 ramp agents walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve ramp agents. The ramp agent says, just give me that beer. I'll take good care of it. It's going to be okay. It'll get there intact.
185 ramp agents walk into a bar. The bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve ramp agents here. The ramp agent said, you don't have to fly off the handle.
185 ramp agents walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve ramp agents here. The bartender says, what does the ramp agent do again? The ramp agent says, well, I move baggages on and off a plane. The bartender says, oh.
185 ramp agents walk into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve ramp agents. And the ramp agents say, wheelie?
185 ramp agents walk into a bar. The bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve ramp agents here. The ramp agent said, you don't have to go on a rampage.
185 ramp walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve ramp agents. And the ramp agents say, you big lug edge.
Sex surrogate.
185 sex surrogates walk into a bar, the bartender says, we don't serve sex surrogates here. And the sex surrogates say, fuck this.
My joke.
185 sex surrogates walk into a bar, the bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve sex surrogates here. The sex surrogate said, next.
185 sex surrogates walk into a bar, the bartender says, we don't serve sex surrogates here. And the sex surrogates say, not even surrogates on the beach?
185 sex surrogates walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve sex surrogates here. The sex surrogates say, we just have sex then.
All right, got two more. Bikini waxer.
185 bikini waxers walk into a bar, the bartender says, we don't serve bikini waxers. And the bikini waxers say, hair today, gone tomorrow.
185 bikini waxers walk into a bar, the bartender says we don't serve bikini waxers, and the bikini waxers say, that's okay, man, I have the best job ever.
185 bikini waxers walk into a bar, bartender says we don't serve bikini waxers here. The bikini waxers say, well, that's a little rough.
Butterfly catcher.
185 butterfly catchers walk into a bar, the bartender says we don't serve butterfly catchers, and the butterfly catchers, well, now you caught me in a net.
185 butterfly catchers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve butterfly catchers. And the butterfly catchers say, well, you're cocoon-y. It sounded really good.
Therapist.
Oh, okay, thanks for redeeming us.
185 therapists walk into the bar, and the bartender said, I'm sorry, we don't serve therapists here. The therapist said, well, how does that make you feel?
185 therapists walk into a bar, bartender says we don't serve therapists here. The therapists say,
185 therapists walk into a bar, the bartender says, we don't serve therapists here. The therapists say, I can tell you have daddy issues, don't you?
All right, I think that's it.